Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you are preparing for the CompTIA A+ certification exam, you are in the right place. In this video, I will be covering key topics and practice questions designed to help you pass the A+ exam with confidence. I have put together 200 carefully selected practice questions to get you fully prepared and ready for success. So, if you are serious about acing the CompTIA A+ and taking your tech career to next level, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell, and join our growing community of tech enthusiasts. Get ready, let's dive in and start your journey to success.
Question number one is that which laptop feature allows to overcome standard keyboard size restrictions? And the options are option A, touchpad, option B, numeric pad, option C, FN or function key, and option D, digitizer. And the correct option is the function key. So the function key is this key you must have seen on your laptop that is used to access additional function on your restricted standard keyboard. So the question number two is that what is the most common memory module form factor type used in laptops? And the options are A, ECC-ROM, B, DIMM or DIMM, C, SODIMM or small outline dual inline memory module, and D, CRIM. So the correct option is the SODIMM or small dual inline memory module. So the SODIMM is a memory module with a smaller outline and thickness than standard DIMM modules and designed primarily for notebook computers. And this is a visual representation and difference between the DIMM. So this is a DIMM and the SODIMM. So this is the SODIMM is basically the smaller one, and it is used inside the notebooks and laptops. The question number three is that which of the answers listed below refer to internal data storage device types used in laptop computers? We have to select all options that are correct, and the options are A, flash drives, B, SSD, C, USB drives, and D, magnetic disks. And the correct options are the SSD and the magnetic disk. So the magnetic disk are the older memory devices, while the SSD is used in modern notebooks and laptops. And this is the picture of the SSD. It is a thinner, smaller, and it is a faster memory device. And this is the older one, the HDD or hard disk drive. Question number four is that which of the following hardware components would be the most difficult to replace on a laptop computer? The options are option A, system board, option B, optical drive, option C, primary storage, option D, integrated GPU, and option E, secondary storage. And the correct option is the integrated GPU. So the integrated GPU here you can see in this picture, it is basically integrated with the CPU and you cannot easily remove it and replace it. While the dedicated GPU, it has its own port and it can be replaced and plugged in inside your computer. So the integrated GPU is difficult to replace. Question number five is that which of the following statements refer to the characteristic features of magnetic drives? We have to select three answers. The options are A, high capacity, B, high performance, C, low device cost, D, low capacity, E, high device cost, and D and F, low performance. And the correct option are, so the magnetic drives have high capacity, low cost, they are having low cost as compared to other devices such as the SSD, and they also have the lower performance. Question number 6 is that which of the answers listed below describe the features of solid state drive or SSD? Again, we have to select three answers, and the options are A. Relatively high device cost, B. Low performance, C. Low capacity in comparison to magnetic drives, D. High performance, E. Relatively low device cost, and F. High capacity in comparison to magnetic devices. And the correct options are the SSD are relatively costly. They have high device cost. They have low capacity in comparison to magnetic drives, and they have high performance as compared to the magnetic drives. Question number 7 is that which type of expansion cords enables communication in 802.11 networks? And the options are A. WLAN or wireless local area network, B. WPAN or wireless personal area network, C. riser card, and D. WWAN or wireless wide area network. And the correct option is the wireless LAN. So the wireless LAN, it basically refers to the Wi-Fi, and these are the different Wi-Fi standards. These are their numbers and the years in which they were released. This is just for your info. So the 802.11, it basically refers to the wireless local area. LAN also refers to as the Wi-Fi. Question number 8 is that which of the following answers refers to a laptop's Bluetooth module? And the options are A. Wireless LAN or WLAN, B. riser card, C. WWAN or wireless wide area network, and D. WPAN or wireless personal area network. And the correct option is the Bluetooth refers to the wireless personal area network. It has a limited range as compared to the wireless LAN or WWAN. Question number 9 is that a type of expansion card that enables communication over cellular network is referred to as, and again the options are WLAN card, WAN wide area network, C. WWAN card or wireless wide area network, and D. WPAN card wireless personal area network. So the cellular network, remember, it has a higher range. So the correct option is the WAN or wireless wide area network. So this is not correct. This is for the Bluetooth, the personal area network. For the cellular network, the correct option is the wireless wide area network. Wide area network. And this is the picture of this WWAN card that can be plugged inside the motherboard of the laptop or the computer. Question number 10 is that in computer security, the term biometric refers to the physical characteristic of human body that can be used for identification and access control purposes. The options are A, true, and B, false. And the correct option is yes, it is true that biometric is the physical characteristics of human body, such as an example is fingerprint. So the biometric fingerprint is an example of biometric that can be used on your laptop for the access control to log in on your computer. Question number 11 is that a very short range communication method where a wireless signal is sent between two devices that are touching or nearly touching each other is a characteristic feature of, and the options are A, infrared, B, RFID, C, NFC, and D, Bluetooth. And correct option is the NFC, or the NFC stands for the near field communication. Near field communication. Question number 12 is that a technology implemented in modern laptops that enables data transfer and authentication features between the laptop and another portable device at a very close range is known as, and the options are A, Wi-Fi, B, IoT or Internet of Things, C, NFC, and D, WiMAX. And the correct option is again the NFC or near field communication. So this is an example of the NFC device. Here we can see that this is a payment device, and this is, let's suppose, your mobile, and using NFC you can pay your bill by just bringing your device closer to this payment device, and this is that's why this is called the near field communication. And using NFC you can communicate your bill from your payment from mobile device to the payment device. Question number 13 is that what are the characteristic features of in-plane switching IPS? And we have to select three answers, and the options are A, high color quality, B, fast responses times, C, wide viewing angles, D, low color quality, E, slow response time, and F, low viewing angles. So this is the display technology, and the correct options are it has high color quality, it has wide viewing angles, and it has slow response time. So these are the features of IPS or in-plane switching. Question number 14 is that which of the following answers describe the twisted pneumatic technology or TN technology? Again, we have to select three answers. Options are A, low viewing angles, B, fast response time, C, low color quality, D, slow response time, E, higher color quality, and F, wide viewing angles. Again, this is a display technology, and the correct options for the TN technology are it has low viewing angles, fast response times, and low color quality. Question number 15 is that vertical alignment or VA display technology can be characterized by, again, we have to select three answers. Options are A, high contrast ratios, B, low color quality, C, good viewing angles, D, low contrast ratios, E, good color quality, and F, low viewing angles. And the correct options are it has high contrast ratios, good viewing angles, and good color quality. These are the features of the vertical alignment or VA display technology. Question number 16 is that IPS, TN, VA, and OLED all are implementation of the LCD display technology. And the options are whether this statement is true or false, and the correct option is false. So these all are not the implementation of the LCD display technology. Question number 17 is that a type of backlit technology most commonly used in modern laptops devices is known as, and the options are A, CCFL, B, CRT, C, OLED, and D, LED. And the correct option is the LED or light emitting diode. Question number 18 is that which of the answers listed below refers to the location of a laptop Wi-Fi antenna? And the options are A, on the W-LAN or wireless LAN module, B, near the top inside display case, C, inside laptop case, and D, typically attached via external expansion port. And the correct option is the laptop Wi-Fi antenna is located near the top inside the display. Question number 19 is that which of the following answers refers to a device capable of providing both input and output function? The options are A, microphone, B, touchpad, C, speaker, D, touchscreen, and E, monitor. And the correct option is the touch screen. So the touch screen provides both the input. You can use your finger or your pen to input your data onto the touch screen, such as clicking icons, while at the same time it is an output device because it shows you the display and the output. While the microphone, it is an input device, touchpad is again an input device, speaker and monitor are both output devices. Question number 20 is that examples of USB ports that can be found on mobile devices include, and again we have to select three answers. The options are A, USB-C, B micro USB, C USB type A, D mini USB, and E USB type B. And the correct options are USB-C. So this is the USB-C. Micro USB. This is port is also found on mobile devices, mostly on the legacy mobile devices. And the mini USB, this was also found on the old mobile devices. The most recent and modern devices mostly use the USB-C. Question number 21 is that what is the name of a proprietary connector type used by Apple mobile devices? So the Apple user must know the answer, and the options are A, 8P8C connector, B, Lightning connector, C, BNC connector, and D, Lucent connector or LC connector. And the correct option is the Lightning connector, and this is the picture of the Lightning connector. So recently the EU have asked or compelled the Apple through legislation to use the USB-C for the Apple devices, and the latest Apple device, which is iPhone 15, it also uses USB-C. While traditionally all the Apple devices it use the Lightning connector. Question number 22 is that which type of technology enables contactless payment transaction? And the options are A, NFC, B, SDN, C, PAD, and D, WAP. And the correct option is again the NFC. Here you can see that using, if your card support the NFC, it has NFC chip, then you can use it without inserting it into the device to do the payment. Question number 23 is that a popular short-range wireless technology used for connecting various personal devices in a WPAN or wireless personal area network is known as, and the options are A 802.11, B NFC, C Bluetooth, and D Z-Wave. And the correct option is again Bluetooth. So Bluetooth is the WPAN or wireless personal area network. Question number 24 is that docking station. We have to select two correct options, and the options are A, typically are designed to work with most laptop models. It is universal design. B, usually offer additional ports and capability compared to port replicators. C, typically are designed to work only with a specific laptop make and model, proprietary design. D, offer identical features as port replicators, and E, typically offer less ports and capability than port replicators. So the correct options regarding the docking stations are that they usually offer additional ports and capability compared to port replicators, and they typically are designed to work only with a specific laptop make and model, so they are proprietary design. Question number 25 is that what is the name of a laptop component that provides the function of a pointing device? The options are A, FN key or function key, B, trackpad, C, mouse, and D, KVM switch. And the correct option is the trackpad. So the trackpad of the laptop is basically like a mouse of a PC. It is the pointing device for the laptop. And this is, you must all have seen this tracking pad on your laptop. Question number 26 is that which of the following answer refers to the 2G/3G mobile telecommunication standards? We have to select two answers. The options are A, CDMA, B, NFC, C, CWDM, D, GSM, and E, CSMA. And the correct options are the CDMA and the GSM. So these are the mobile 2G and 3G technology. These are the legacy technology. Basically, latest standards are basically the 4G and the 5G. While 6G, it is in the research and development phase. Soon it will also be in the mainstream. Question number 27 is that long-term evolution or LTE is a wireless communication standard for mobile devices and wireless hotspots. LTE offers significant improvement in terms of speed when compared to the older generation of 3G cellular networks. LTE and its later revision, LTE Advanced or LTE, are often marked as 4G standards. And options are A, true, or B, false. And the correct option is yes, it is true. So the LTE Advanced is also known as the 4G. Question number 28 is that the latest standard for mobile telecommunication is known as, options are A, 3G, B, 4G, C, 5G, and D, 6G. The correct option is the 5G is the latest standard, while the 6G, it is in the development stage. So soon, in a year or two, we will be having the 6G as well. While currently in 2024, at the time of recording of this video, the latest standard is basically the 5G. Question number 29 is that the term mobile hotspot refers to a type of wireless local area network or WLAN that enables network access through a mobile device that acts as a portable web or wireless access point. The options are again A, true, and B, false. And the correct option is yes, this statement is true. Question number 30 is that a database on a mobile device containing bands, subbands, and service provider IDs allowing the device to establish connection with the right cell phone tower is called, and the options are A, PRL, B, RIS, C, PRI, and D, PII. And the correct option is the PRL or the preferred roaming list. Question number 31 is that the process of establishing a connection between Bluetooth devices, for example, between a Bluetooth enabled handset and a Bluetooth enabled phone, is known as, the options are A, linking, B, tethering, C, three-way handshake, and D, pairing. And the correct option is the pairing. Question number 32 is that which of the following answers refers to a security feature used in Bluetooth device pairing? The options are A, PIN code, B, multi-factor authentication, C, biometric, and D, clear text credentials. And the correct option is PIN code. So PIN code is the numeric code that you enter when you pair with another device. This is basically a security feature. Question number 33 is that which type of software enables a centralized administration of mobile devices? And the options are A, MFA, multi-factor authentication, B, MMC, C, MDM, and D, MFD. The correct option is the MDM or mobile device management. It is basically used for the centralized administration of mobile devices. Question number 34 is that which of the following facilitates the enforcement of mobile device policies and procedures? And again, the options are A, MFA, B, MMC, C, MDM, and D, MFD. And the correct option is again the MDM. Using the MDM or mobile device management, we can enforce policies, procedure, and other security controls on the mobile devices through a centralized console. These are some of the features that can be enabled and can be done through the MDM, such as we can lock the mobile device, we can wipe it or format it, we can see the files or restrict the files, we can enable, disable, install, uninstall the applications, remotely track the device, and so on. Question number 35 is that which of the following answers refers to a dedicated mobile app management software? The options are A, UEM, B, MAM, C, RCS, and D, MDM. And the correct option is the MAM or Mobile Application Management. Question number 36 is that what is the function of FTP or File Transfer Protocol? And the options are A, email service, B, directory access, C, serving of web pages, and D, file exchange. So as the name indicates, the FTP or file transfer protocol is used for file exchange between two devices or between a client and a server. Question number 37 is that what is Telnet? We have to select three answers or three statements about the Telnet, and the options are A, encrypts network connection, B, provides username and password authentication, C, transmit data in unencrypted form, D, does not provide authentication, and E, enables remote logging and command execution. And the correct three statements are: number one is that it provides username and password authentication. It transmits data in unencrypted form or clear text form, so it is unsecure. And the last correct option is that it enables remote login and command execution. Question number 38 is that a type of cryptographic network protocol for secure data communication, remote command line login, remote command execution, and other secure network services between two network computers is known as, and the options are A, TFTP, B, RDP, C, SSH, and D, Telnet. And the correct option is the SSH, or the secure shell. SSH stands for the secure shell, and it is basically the secure replacement of the telnet. So telnet transports the data in unencrypted form, while SSH it it does it securely using encryption keys. Question number 39 is that which of the answers listed below refers to a secure replacement for telnet? I already answered this in the previous question. So let's go to the option. Option A, CHAP, B, FTP, C, SNMP, and D, SSH. So the correct option is the SSH is the secure replacement of the telnet. Question number 40 is that the SMTP, Simple Mail Transfer Protocol, is used for, we have to select two answers. And the options are A, sending email messages between mail servers, B, name resolution services, C, serving of web pages, D, retrieving email messages from mail servers, and E, sending email messages from a client device. And the correct options are that it is used for sending email messages between mail servers and sending email messages from a client device to the server. So the question number 41 is that which of the following answer refers to a system containing mapping of domain names to various types of data such as numerical IP addresses? And the options are A, TCP/IP, B, DNS, C, SQL, and D, DHCP. And the correct option is DNS, domain name system. So the DNS basically it converts or translates domain names such as, let's suppose, google.com to an IP address. Let's suppose the IP address of Google is 8.4.5.5. So this translation is done through DNS or domain naming system. Question number 42 is that a network protocol providing an alternative solution to the manual allocation of IP addresses is known as, and the options are A, TCP/IP, B, DNS, C, SQL, and D, DHCP. And the correct option is the DHCP, that is Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol. So this protocol basically allocates dynamic or automatic IP addresses to the clients inside a network, such as you must have seen the Wi-Fi. When you connect to Wi-Fi, your device, laptop or mobile is given an IP address through this protocol. Question number 43 is that which network protocol enables retrieving contents of an internet page from a web server? The options are A. SNMP, B. HTTP, C. MTP, SMTP, and D. IMAP. And the correct option is the HTTP or Hypertext Transfer Protocol. So this protocol is basically used to view the web pages using the web browser, basically over the internet. Let's suppose this is a website, test.com, and this protocol is basically used. Here we can see that using HTTP. Question number 44 is that LDAP is an example of, and the options are authentication protocol, B. address resolution protocol, C. directory access protocol, and D. file exchange protocol. And the correct option is directory access protocol. So LDAP basically stands for lightweight directory access protocol. Question number 45 is that a type of protocol used in network management system for monitoring network attached devices is called. The options are A. SMB, B. NTP, C. SNMP, and D. RDP. And the correct option is the SNMP or Simple Network Management Protocol. Question number 46 is that POP3 or Post Office Protocol version 3 is used for, and the options are A. name resolution, B. sending email messages, C. file exchange, and D. email retrieval. And the correct option is the email retrieval. Question number 47 is that which of the following answers refers to an API that enables communication between hosts on a LAN? And the options are A. DNS, B. TCP/IP, C. NetBIOS, and D. DHCP. And the correct option is the NetBIOS. Question number 48 is that the function of the NetBT protocol is to allow NetBIOS services to be used over TCP/IP network. And the options are A. true, and B. false. And the correct option is true. Question number 49 is that which of the following answers refer to IMAP 4? And we have to select two answers, and the options are A. offers improved functionality in comparison to POP3, B. serves the same function as POP3, C. enables sending email messages from client devices, D. offers less function than POP3, and E. enables email exchange between mail servers. And the correct options are that the IMAP4 basically offers improved functionality as compared to the POP3, and it basically serves the same function as POP3 but with improved functionality. Question number 50 is that what is the name of a network protocol that secures web traffic via SSL/TLS encryption? And the options are A. SFTP, B. HTTPS, C. FTPS, and D. SNMP. And the correct option is the HTTPS. Question number 51 is that what are the characteristics of SMB/CIFS? We have to select all correct options, and the options are A. used mainly by computers running Linux distributions, B. provides shared access to files, directories, and devices, C. used mainly by computers running Microsoft Windows operating systems, and D. enables voice and multimedia communication over IP network. And the correct options are that it provides shared access to files, directories, and devices, and used mainly by computers running Microsoft Windows operating systems. So these are basically Windows or Microsoft proprietary protocols. So the SMB stands for server message block, while the CIFS is common internet file system, and CIFS is basically a particular implementation of the SMB. Question number 52 is that which of the following answers refers to a Microsoft proprietary remote access protocol providing a user with graphical interface for connecting to another computer over a network. And the options are A. RDP, B. SSH, C. VNC, and D. Telnet. And the correct option is the RDP or Remote Desktop Protocol. Question number 51 is that which port enables the FTP's data connection for sending file data? And the options are A. UDP port 20, B. TCP port 20, C. UDP port 21, and D. TCP port 21. And the correct option is the TCP port 20. Question number 54 is that the FTP's control connection for administering a session is established through, and again the options are A. TCP port 20, B. UDP port 20, C. TCP port 21, and D. UDP port 21. And the correct option is TCP port 21. So the TCP port 21 is used basically for controlling the connection, while the port TCP port 20 is used for the actual data transfer. Question number 55 is that SSH or Secure Shell Protocol runs on. Options are A. TCP port 21, B. UDP port 22, C. TCP port 20, and D. TCP port 22. And the correct option is that SSH runs on TCP port 22. Question number 56 is that which of the TCP ports listed below is used by Telnet? The options are A. 20, B. 21, C. 22, and D. 23. The correct option is port number 23. Question number 57 is that TCP port 25 is used by, and the options are A. SNMP, B. Telnet, C. FTP, and D. SMTP. And the correct option is the SMTP, or SMTP stands for basically Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. So SMTP uses port number 20. Question number 58 is that which of the following ports is assigned to the domain name system, that is DNS? The options are A. 53, B. 67, C. 110, and D. 389. And the correct option is the port number 53, and the protocol used is basically UDP. Question number 59 is that dynamic host configuration protocol DHCP runs on, and we have to select two ports. And the options are A. UDP port 65, B. UDP port 66, C. UDP port 67, D. UDP port 68, and E. UDP port 69. And the correct options are UDP port 67 and UDP port 68. Question number 60 is that TCP port 80 is assigned to, and the options are Hypertext Transfer Protocol, that is HTTP. Option B, Hypertext Transfer Protocol, or TLS SSL, that is HTTPS. Option C, Internet Message Access Protocol, IMAP. And option D, Lightweight Directory Access Protocol, that is LDAP. And the correct option is the Hypertext Transfer Protocol, or HTTP. While the secure version of HTTP, that is HTTPS, uses port number 443. Question number 61 is that Post Office Protocol version 3 or POP3 uses, and options are A. TCP port 110, B. UDP port 123, C. TCP port 143, and D. UDP port 161. And the correct option is the TCP port 110. Question number 62 is that which of the port numbers listed below are reserved for NetBIOS services? And we have to select three answers. Options are A. 135, B. 136, C. 137, D. 138, and E. 139. And the correct options are 137, 138, and 139. So these ports are basically reserved for net BIOS. Question number 63 is that which of the following TCP ports is used by the Internet Message Access Protocol, that is IMAP? The options are A143, B389, C443, and D636. And the correct option is port number 143. Question number 64 is that an SNMP management station receives SNMP notification from agent on UDP port. Options are A161, B137, C162, and D138. And the correct option is 162. Question number 65 is that an SNMP agent receives request on UDP port number. The options are A161, B137, C162, and D138. And the correct option is 161. So basically the SNMP agent that is basically available are present on the network device that you want to manage or that you want to monitor. In this case, let's suppose here we have a Cisco router. So this agent receives request on UDP port 161, while the SNMP server or the NMS system, it receives data on port number 162. They both uses protocol UDP. Question number 66 is that TCP port 389 is the default network port for the options are A RDP, B LDAP, C SMB, and D LDAPs. And the correct option is LDAP, Lightweight Directory Access Protocol. Question number 67 is that which of the following ports is used by HTTPS? And the options are A TCP port 80, B TCP port 443, C UDP port 53, and D TCP port 143. And the correct option is the TCP port 443, while the port 80 is used by the HTTP, simple HTTP. Question number 68 is that which of the following protocol runs on TCP port 445? And the options are A HTTPS, B SMB/CIFS, C IMAP, and D H.323. And the correct option is the SMB or CIFS uses port number 445. Question number 69 is that a network technician uses remote desktop protocol client on their Windows OS to remotely troubleshoot a problem on another Windows machine. Which of the following ports need to be opened for built-in Windows RTP server to allow this type of network connection? The options are A TCP port 1720, B TCP port 636, C TCP port 3389, and D TCP port 445. And the correct option is the port number 3389. So the RDP basically uses port number 3389. Question number 70 is that transmission control protocol TCP is a connection-oriented protocol using a three-way handshake, which is a set of initial steps required to establish connection. To establish network connection, TCP supports retransmission of lost packets, flow control, that is managing the amount of data that is being sent, and sequencing, that is rearranging packets that arrived out of order. So the question is that whether this statement is true or false, and the correct option is true. Yes, this is basically the definition of TCP or transmission control protocol. Question number 71 is that user datagram protocol is an example of a connectionless protocol because UDP does not support a three-way handshake while establishing a network connection. It is referred to as unreliable or best effort protocol. And again, the options are A true and B false. And the correct option is yes, this is the basically definition of UDP. Question number 72 is that example of connectionless protocols include, and we will select two answers. Connectionless protocol, and the options are A. TCP, B. DHCP, C. SSH, D. TFTP, and E. HTTPS. And the correct two options are DHCP and TFTP. So the rest TCP, SSH, and HTTPS are connection oriented, where DHCP and TFTP are connectionless protocol. Question number 73 is that which of the following answers refer to connection-oriented protocols? And again, we have to select two answers. The options are A. DHCP, B. SSH, C. TFTP, D. UDP, and E. HTTPS. The correct options are SSH and HTTPS. So these both uses protocol TCP, while the rest DHCP, TFTP, and UDP are TFTP and DHCP uses protocol UDP. Question number 47 is that which of the answers listed below refer to common application that make use of TCP? And we have to select three answers. Options are A. Online gaming, B. Video conferencing, C. File transfer, D. Voice over IP, E. Email communication, F. Web browsing, and G. Live streaming. And the correct options are file transfer, email communication, and web browsing. These all are connection-oriented protocol that uses TCP, while the rest uses UDP. Question number 75 is that which of the following answer refers to a common application of UDP? And we have to select our correct options. Again, options are A. File transfer, B. Email communication, C. Web browsing, D. Video conferencing, E. Live streaming, F. Online gaming, and G. Voice or IP. And the correct options are video conferencing, live streaming, online gaming, and voice or IP. These all are the applications of UDP, while the top three uses protocol TCP. Question number 76 is that a device designed to filter and transfer data packets between dissimilar types of computer networks is called. The options are A. Hub, B. Load balancer, C. Router, and D. Switch. And the correct option is the router. So the router is used to route traffic between dissimilar networks. Question number 77 is that which of the answers listed below refers to a data link layer device designed to forward frames between network segments? The options are A. Hub, B. Switch, C. Firewall, and D. Router. And the correct option is the switch. So the switch is data link, or also known as layer 2 device. Here, another hint is that frame, the packets or the data segment at layer 2 is known as frames, while the same at layer 3, the data segment is known as packet. Question number 78 is that a type of layer 2 network switch with configuration features that can be modified through a user interface is known as. The options are A. Virtual switch, B. Multi-layer switch, C. PoE switch, and D. Managed switch. The correct option is managed switch. So the managed switch is the switch that you can configure through a user interface. The user interface can be either a CLI, command line interface, or a GUI or web GUI, graphical user interface. So if you can configure a switch using these interfaces, it means the switch is manageable, or this switch is then known as managed switch. If you cannot configure a switch and you just have to install it and plug in your devices without any interface to configure it, then this type of switch is basically known as unmanaged switch. So here, since we can configure the switch through a user interface, therefore it is known as managed switch. Question number 79 is that an infrastructure device designed for connecting wireless and wired client devices to a network is commonly referred to as, and the options are A. Captive portal, B. Access point, C. Intermediate distribution frame, IDF, and D. Active hub. And the correct option is the access point. So must have seen the Wi-Fi access point, and this access point is used to connect both the wireless clients such as your mobile device or laptop, and it also contains some RJ45 ports that you can use to use a cable to connect your PC or your laptop. So this type of device is known as access point. Question number 80 is that which of the following answer refer to a software or hardware that monitors network traffic and depending upon the configuration setting applied to each data packet either blocks or allows it to pass through. And the options are A. HIDS, that is host-based intrusion detection system, B. Firewall, C. Packet filter, and D. Vulnerability scanner. And the correct option is the firewall. So the firewall is basically a device that either blocks or allows a traffic depending upon the policies that are configured inside the firewall. Question number 81 is that a simple device consisting of multiple connector blocks and ports used for cable management is known as, the options are A. Media converter, B. DMOT, C. Main distribution frame, MDF, and D. Patch panel. And the correct option is the patch panel. This is basically a diagram of the patch panel. This is the back side of the patch panel where you punch the cables. And on the front, you can see these are basically RJ45 ports where you can plug in your cables to connect your devices. Question number 82 is that a solution that allows to supply electricity over standard Ethernet cables is known as, we have to select two answers and the options are A. IEEE 802.3AB, B. PoE, C. Metro Ethernet, D. IEEE 802.3AF, and E. PSTN. And the correct option is PoE and 802.3AF. So the PoE is basically a device as such that it contains a power port where you connect it to the power, and then these ports can be used to connect other electronic devices, such as you can connect a camera here. Let's suppose here is a CCTV camera. And this port, the PoE port, has the capability that this camera will both get the network connectivity as well as the power. You don't need to connect this camera to any power source. Question number 83 is that which of the following answers refers to a dedicated device designed for supplying power or Ethernet cabling? And the options are A. Inverter, B. Tap, C. Media converter, and D. Injector. And the correct option is the injector. So this is basically the injector. It is basically connected to a power source and then it has RJ45 port to which you can connect devices, and these devices then basically get the power from this PoE as well as the network connectivity. So this device is basically known as the PoE injector. Question number 84 is that which IEEE standard implements PoE plus? And the options are A. IEEE 802.1D, B. IEEE 802.3AT, C. IEEE 802.1X, and D. IEEE 802.3AB. And the correct option is IEEE 802.380. So these are all the PoE standards, and this is the power that each standard, this is the power capacity that each standard supports. Question number 85 is that the IEEE 802.3 BT standard implements select all that apply. Options are A POE, B POE plus, C POE plus plus, and D 4 PPOE. And the correct options are PPOE plus plus and 4 PPOE. Question number 86 is that the disadvantage from using the device results from the fact that any incoming signal on any of its ports is recreated and sent out on any connected ports, which has a negative impact on a network performance. So what is this device? Options are A router, B switch, C bridge, and D hub. And the correct option is the hub. So hub is basically a device. Let me draw it. Let's suppose this is a hub and it has multiple ports. Let's suppose this particular hub has 4 ports. So the issue is the hub is that when it receives any data, let's suppose on this port, then this data is replicated through all the ports. It is sent out to all the ports. So this has multiple disadvantages. First, it degrades the network. It produces congestion and bandwidth consumption inside the network. And again, this is also a negative aspect of the security that the traffic is sent or known or visible on all the ports. Question number 87 is that a network segment utilizing only this type of device is most prone to network performance degradation due to large number of network collisions. And again, options are A bridge, B hub, C switch, and D router. And the correct option is again. So as we studied in the previous question, the hub is problematic device that causes the degradation of the network, resulting in multiple collision as well as the also it has a negative impact on the security or confidentiality. Question number 88 is that which of the following answers refer to the characteristic features of cable modems? We have to select 3 answers and the options are A, cabling that carries TV signals, B, telephone lines, C, coaxial cabling, D, shared bandwidth, E, twisted pair copper cabling, and F, dedicated bandwidth. So the features of cable modems are that it is the cabling that carries TV signals. It is basically the coaxial cabling and it is works on the shared bandwidth. Question number 89 is that which of the following answers listed below apply to DSL modems? We have to select 3 answers and the options are A, dedicated bandwidth, B, cabling that carries TV signal, C, shared bandwidth, D, twisted pair copper cabling, E, telephone lines, and F, coaxial cabling. The correct options are that it is DSL modem has dedicated bandwidth, it uses twisted pair copper cabling, and it uses telephone lines. Question number 90 is that which of the fiber optic equipment can be found at a DMARC? And the options are A, MDI, B, IDF, C, ONT, and D, MDF. And the correct option is ONT. And this is the picture of ONT. ONT is basically optic network terminator. So here, optical fiber is basically terminated inside the network and then connected to the other port is basically this one is connected to the client network or client switch. And this fiber basically comes from the ISP or the service provider. Question number 91 is that which of the following answers refer to a computer's hardware component designed for enabling network access? Options are A, CPU, B, PSU, C, NIC, and D, GPU. The correct option is the NIC or network interface card. So the network interface card as we can see here, is basically used for enabling the network connection on a computer. Which of the answers listed below refers to a technology designed to simplify network infrastructure management? The options are A. SAN, B. SDN, C. SSP, and D. SEH. The correct option is the SDN. Question number 93 is that the frequency bands used by 802.11 networks include. We have to select two answers. Options are A 5 gigahertz, B 5.4 gigahertz, C 2 gigahertz, and D 2.4 gigahertz. And the correct options are the Wi-Fi or 802.11 network basically uses 5 gigahertz and 2.4 gigahertz. Question number 94 is that which of the following answers refer to the characteristics of Bluetooth? We have to select three answers and let's go through the options. Option A is 2.5 gigahertz frequency range, B long range wireless technology, C used for connected devices in a WPAN, D 5 gigahertz frequency range, E used for connecting devices in a wireless LAN, and F short range wireless technology. And the correct options for the Bluetooth are that it is a 2.4 gigahertz frequency range standard, and it is used for connected devices in a WPAN or wireless personal area network, and it is basically a short range wireless technology as compared to the WLAN. Question number 95 is that what are the characteristic features of the IEEE 802.11a wireless standard? And again, we have to select two answers, and the options are A 2.4 gigahertz frequency band, B maximum data signaling rate of 54 megabit per second, C 5 gigahertz frequency band, D maximum data signaling rate of up to 600 Mbps, E 5.4 gigahertz frequency band, and F maximum data signaling of up to 11 Mbps. And the correct option for 802.11 AR that its maximum data signaling rate is 54 Mbps, and it basically uses 5.0 gigahertz frequency band. Question number 96 is that which of the answers listed below refer to the IEEE 802.11b wireless standard? And again, we have to select two answers. So we have already gone through the options, so let's get straight to the correct options. And the correct options are that 802.11b maximum data signaling rate is up to 11 Mbps and it uses 2.4 gigahertz frequency range. Again, question number 97 is that which of the following answer refer to the IEEE 802.11g wireless standard? Again, we have to select two answers, and the correct answers for 802.11g are that its maximum data signaling rate is up to 54 Mbps and it uses 2.4 gigahertz frequency range. Question number 98 is that multiple input, multiple output, that is MIMO, is a wireless technology that allows for significant increase in wireless data throughput due to the use of multiple antennas and multiple data streams. Options are A true and B false, and the correct option is yes true. So this is what MIMO or multiple input, multiple output is. Question number 99 is that what are the characteristics of the IEEE 802.11ax or Wi-Fi 6 wireless standard? Select all that apply. The options are A maximum data signaling rate of 3.39 Gbps, option B 5 gigahertz frequency band, option C multi-user, multi-out input, multi-output, MU MIMO, Option D, maximum data signaling rate of up to 6.933 Gbps. Option E, 2.4 gigahertz frequency range band. Option F, maximum data signaling rate of up to 9.607 Gbps. And G, multiple input, multiple out, that is MIMO. And the correct options are that the 802.11ax or Wi-Fi is basically it uses 5.0 gigahertz frequency band. It is multi-user, multiple input, multiple output, that is MU-MIMO. It uses again along with 5.4, it also uses 2.4 gigahertz frequency band, and its data rate is up to 9.607 Gbps. Question number 100 is that the characteristic features of the IEEE 802.11n 11n wireless standard include. Select all that apply. So we have already gone through the options in the previous question. So let's get straight to the correct options. That IEEE 802 point, it is basically 802.11n is multiple input, multiple output, that is MIMO. It uses 2.4 gigahertz frequency band, and it also uses 5.0 gigahertz frequency band, and its maximum data signaling rate is up to 600 Mbps. Question number 11 is that which of the following antennas types would be the least suitable for long-range point-to-point bridging links? The options are A, Yagi antenna, B, omnidirectional antenna, C, dish antenna, D, unidirectional antenna, and E, parabolic antenna. And the correct option is the omnidirectional antenna. So the omnidirectional antenna is basically used to spread signals in all directions. While here we are talking about directional or point to point. So if you have 2 points, let's suppose point A and point B, then you need a directional antenna that can send signals in one specific direction, not an omnidirectional. So this with omnidirectional antenna will be least suitable. Question number 1 and 2 is that which of the following answers refer to directional antennas types suitable for long-range point-to-point bridging links? And we have to select 3 answers. Again, we already went through the options. So the correct options are the Yagi antenna. So it can be used for long-range point-to-point bridging links. The dish antenna and the parabolic antenna. So these all are antenna types that can be used for long-range point-to-point bridging links. Question number 103 is that which of the answers listed below refer to the example of an unlicensed wireless frequency band? Options are A, 900 megahertz, B, 2.4 gigahertz, C, 5 gigahertz, D, 5.8 gigahertz, and E, all of the above. And the correct option is all of the above. So these all are unlicensed wireless frequency bands. Question number 104 is that which wireless technology enables identification and tracking of tags attached to the objects? Options are A, WTLS, B, GPS, C, RFID, and D, NFC. And the correct option is RFID, radio frequency identification. Question number 105 is that a type of identification badge that can be held within a certain distance of a reader to authenticate the badge holder is called. Options are A, ID badge, B, smart card, C, security token, and D, RFID badge. And the correct option is the RFID badge. Question number 106 is that a dedicated file server is also referred to as, and the options are A, SMTP server, B. DNS server, C. HTTP server, and D. FTP server. And the correct option is FTP. FTP is basically file transfer protocol. So as the name indicates, the FTP server is basically the file server. Question number 17 is that which of the following servers type is used for automatic allocation of IP addresses on a network? We already studied this in previous questions. So let's go through the options that are option A, DNS server, B, DHCP server, C, FTP server, and D, HTTP server. And the correct option is the DHCP or Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol server. This server is used to automatically and dynamically allocate IP addresses to clients on a network. Question number 108 is that IPP, LDP/LPR, and SMB/SIVs are example of protocols that enable what kind of network service? The options are A. Name resolution, B. Printing, C. Email handling, and D. IP address allocation. And the correct option is the printing. So these all are used to enable printing on a network. Question number 109 is that which type of server is used for collecting, diagnosing, and monitoring data from network devices? The options are A. Proxy server, B. UC server, C. syslog server, and D. ICS server. And the correct option is the syslog server. So this server basically collects the logs. It is basically log collection server. It collects logs from the network devices. Question number 110 is that what is the function of an SMTP or simple mail transfer protocol server? And the options are A. Authentication, B. File storage and sharing, C. Name resolution, and D. Email handling. And the correct option is email handling because SMTP, the name itself gives the answer that it is simple mail. M stands for mail, so it is basically email handling. Question number 111 is that what is the function of an HTTP server? And the options are A. File storage, B. Serving of web pages, C. Name resolution, and D. Email handling. And the correct option is serving of web pages. Question number 112 is that which part of the AAA security architecture deals with the verification of the identity of a person or process? And the options are A. Authentication, B. Authorization, and C. Accounting. So the correct option is authentication. So basically when you enter a username into some web application or web page or your email client and then the password. So this process, the entering of the password or this verification is known as authentication. Question number 113 is that which of the answers listed below refers to the process of granting or denying access to resources? And again, the options are A. Authentication, B. Authorization, and C. Accounting. And the correct option is authorization. So when you log in using your username and password, then you are given some authorization that you can use some system or access some resources. So this process is known as authorization. And this comes basically after authentication. Question number 114 is that in AAA security architecture, the process of tracking access services as well as the amount of consumed resources is called. And the options are A. Authentication, B. Authorization, and C. Accounting. And the correct option is accounting. So accounting deals with the accountability. So these are all listed in order. First you authenticate, then you are authorized to use certain resources, and then these resources are tracked. Resource usage is tracked through the accounting or accountability. Question number 115 is that which of the following solutions provides the AAA functionality? And we have to select two answers. And the options are CHAP. CHAP is basically Challenge Handshake Authentication Protocol. B. TACX plus. C. PAP. PAP is Password Authentication Protocol. D. Radius. And E. MS CHAP, Microsoft CHAP. And the correct options are the TACX and the Radius. So these both protocol basically are these both solution provides us with AAA functionality, and this AAA is authentication, authorization, and accountability, or simply accounting. Question number 116 is that which of the answers listed below refer to the protocol and port number used by spam filter? We have to select two answers. The options are A. HTTPS, B. 23, C. SMTP, D. 443, E. Telnet, and F. 25. The correct options are SMTP, Simple Mail Transfer Protocol, and 25. So this is 25 is the port number and this is the protocol. Question number 117 is that a physical network device or software solution designed for managing the optimal distribution of workloads across multiple computing resources is known as. The options are A. Content filter, B. Proxy server, C. Load balancer, and D. Domain controller. And the correct option is the load balancer. So the load balancer basically balances or distributes load among workloads equally. It can be, let me draw it. Let's suppose this is a load balancer, and behind the load balancer we have multiple servers. Let's suppose this is server 1, this is server 2, and this is server 3. So here requests are received by the load balancer and it sends the request equally. Let's suppose first request is sent to the source, second to this, and third to this. And then again it distribute loads equally across all the hosts. Question number 118 is that in computer networking, a computer system or application that acts as an intermediary between another computer and the internet is commonly referred to as. The options are A. Bridge, B. Active hub, C. Server, and D. Proxy. And the correct option is proxy. Question number 119 is that which of the following answers refers to industrial and manufacturing control system? And the options are A. EDR, B. CMS, C. SCADA, and D. MDM. And the correct option is the SCADA. Question number 120 is that an emerging field of new technology such as wearable technology or home automation is known as. The options are SOC, B NFC, C IoT, and D ESN. The correct option is IoT or Internet of Things. Question number 121 is that what allows to determine which network segment an IP address belongs to? And the options are A. Physical address, B. Dynamic host configuration protocol DHCP, C. Address resolution protocol ARP, and D. Subnet mask. And the correct option is the subnet mask. So it determines that which segment an IP address belongs to. And let's suppose, for example, we have an IP address 192.168.1.0/24. So this is basically the subnet mask, or we can also write it like this: 255.255.255.255.0. So this basically determines the IP address location inside a network segment. So this particular range, basically a network, it ranges from 192.168.0 to all the way up to 255 or 254. So if we have an IP address that is 192.168 and 1.100, then we can say that this IP address belongs to this network because of this subnet mask. Question number 1 to 2 is that in a network using subnets, the term default gateway refers to a network device that enables exchange of data between hosts residing in different subnets. And the options are A, true, and B, false. The correct option is true. Question number 1 to 3 is that which of the answers listed below refers to a networked device providing an entry point to another network or the internet? And the options are A, hub, B, switch, C, proxy server, and D, default gateway. And the correct option is the default gateway. So when let's suppose your mobile device or your laptop, it is, let's suppose, connected to the access point. This is, let's suppose, the access point. So your laptop or your mobile device default gateway is this access point, and this access point basically connects you to the internet or outside network. So that is the concept of the default gateway, because every traffic or every IP address or any application or website that you access, it goes through this default gateway. Question number 1 to 4 is that which of the following answers list data required for manual configuration of network adapter setting? Select all that apply. And the options are A, IP address, B, subnet mask, C, default gateway, D, MAC address, E, DNS server, and F, SSID, also known as the network name. And the correct options are, so these all are used for the manual configuration of network. All these are required for the manual configuration of network adapter. IP address, subnet mask, default gateway, and the DNS server. This is just a visual or a screenshot of this manual configuration of the network adapter. So here we can see that you require IP address, the subnet mask, and the default gateway, as well as the DNS server. Question number 1 to 5 is that IP version 4 address are expressed with the use of, options are A, octagonal number, B, binary number, C, hexadecimal number, and D, decimal number. And the correct option is decimal number, because when we write IP address as this, these all are decimal number. Question number 1 to 6 is that NIP version 4 address consists of, and the options are A, 32 bits, B, 48 bits, C, 64 bits, and D, 128 bit. And the correct option is 32 bits. IP version 6 basically consists of 1 to 8 bits. Question number 1 to 7 is that which of the following answers refers to NIP version 4 loopback address? And the options are A, colon, colon, 1, B, FE80, colon, colon, /10, C, 00001, D, 169.254/16, and E, 127.0.0.1. And the correct option is this 127.0.0.1 is basically the loopback IP address in IP version 4. Question number 1 to 8 is that which of the following answers refer to the characteristic features of the 10.000-10.255.255.255, that is 10.000/8 IP version 4 address space? We have to select two answers. Options are A, class A range, B, public IP address range, C, class B range, D, non-routable private IP address, and E class C range. So the correct options are that this range basically belongs to class A. This is class A range, and these are non-routable addresses, also known as the private addresses. Question number 1 to 9 is that which of the answers listed below refer to the 172.16.00-172.31.255.255, that is 172.16.00/12 IP4 address space. And again, we have to select two answers, and the options are A, class A range, B, public IP address range, C, class B range, D, non-routable private IP address range, and E, class C range. And the correct options are, this address space basically belongs to class B range, and again, this is non-routable or private IP address range. Question number 130 is that what are the characteristic features of the 192.168.00-192.168.255.255 or 192.168.00/16 IP version 4 address space? Select two answers, and the options are A, class A range, B, public IP address range, C, class B range, D, non-routable private IP address range, and E, class C range. And the correct options are that this is non-routable private IP address range, and this range belongs to class C. Question number 131 is that NIP version 6 address consists of, and the options are A, 32 bits, B, 48 bits, C, 64 bits, and D, 1 to 8 bits. And the correct option is 1 to 8 bits. IP version 4 basically consists of 32 bits. Question number 132 is that IP version 4 addresses are expressed with the use of, options are A, decimal number, B, hexadecimal number, C, binary number, and D, octagonal number. And the correct option is the hexadecimal number, while the IP version 4 is represented by decimal numbers. Question number 133 is that a double colon in NIP version 6 address indicates that part of the address containing only zeros has been compressed to make the address shorter. Options are A, true, B, false, and the correct option is yes. So the zeros are compressed and written in the form of colon to shorten the address. Question number 134 is that which of the following answers list a valid IP version 6 address of? So this is the IP version 6 address, and after compression, what is the correct option? And the options are A, B, C, D, and the correct option is D, FE80A7. So here we can see that after A7 we have these 0080, and these are compressed to simple this column. Then again we have these 0040, they are again compressed to this 10, and that's it. So anywhere we have these 00, they can be compressed to column. Question number 135 is that which of the following answer refers to IP version 6 loopback addresses? And we have to select two answers. A, 127.0.0.1, B, again 0.0.0.1, C, 169.254/16, D, colon 1, and E, FE80 colon/10. And the correct options are this one, 0 colon 0 colon 0 colon 0 colon 0 up to 1, and this one. So these zeros can all be truncated and represented by this column. So these both are the same. This one is written in complete form, while this is the truncated or shortened form. So these both are the loopback addresses of IP version 6, while this is the loopback address of IP version 4. Question number 136 is that which of the answers listed below refers to a permanent assignment of NIP address? And the options are A, private IP address, B, dynamic IP address, C, public IP address, and D, static IP address. And the correct option is the static IP address. So the manual IP address assignment is also known as the static IP address. Question number 137 is that which of the DNS database records listed below returns a 32-bit IP address? And the options are A, MX, B, A, tetra A, C, CNAME, D, A, and E, PTR. And the correct option is the A record. So the A records basically returns the 32-bit IP address. Question number 138 is that the DNS database Tetra A record creates a pointer that maps a host name to, and the options are A, IP version 4 address, B, mail server, C, IP version 6 address, and D, canonical name. And the correct option is the IP version 6 address. Question number 139 is that which of the following DNS database records maps a domain name to a list of mail server for that domain? And the options are A, NS, name server, B, SPF, C, MX, and D, PTR. And the correct option is MX. Question number 140 is that what is the function of a DNS TXT record? Selects two answers. Options are A, resolve an IP address to host name for reverse lookup. Option B, maps a domain name to a list of mail servers for that domain. Option C is provides outside services with additional information about a domain. Option D is not used to direct any traffic. And option E is allows multiple domain names to resolve to the same IP address. And the correct answers are that it provides outside services with additional information about a domain, and it is not used to direct any traffic. Question number 141 is that which DNS TXT records are used for spam management? We have to select three answers, and the options are A, SPF, B, DKIM, C, SRV, D, DMARC, and E, PTR. And the correct options are SPF, DKIM, and DMARC. Question number 142 is that which of the answers listed below refers to an authentication method that enables signing an outbound mail message with digital signature? The options are again SPF, B, DKIM, C, SRV, and D, DMARC. And the correct option is DKIM. Question number 143 is that which of the following answers refers to an open standard defining a technical method to prevent electronic mail sender address forgery? And the options are A, SRV, B, DKIM, C, SPF, and D, DMARC. And the correct option is DKIM. Question number 144 is that the time a DHCP client can use an IP address dynamically assigned by a DHCP server is referred to as. The options are A, option, B, reservation, C, scope, and D, lease. The correct option is lease. So an IP address is basically leased to a client for a specific time. Question number 145 is that a range of IP addresses that a DHCP server can lease out to DHCP clients is known as, and options are A, lease, B, reservation, C, scope, and D, DHCP relay. The correct option is scope. Question number 146 is that which of the terms listed below refers to the permanent IP address assignment from a DHCP server? Options are again A, scope, B, reservation, C, DHCP relay, and D, lease. And the correct option is the reservation. So during reservation, an IP address is permanently assigned to a particular client. Question number 147 is that which of the following terms refers to a logical grouping of computers that allow computer hosts to act as if they were attached to the same broadcast domain regardless of their physical location? And the options are A. VLAN, B. DMZ, C. SNMP community, and D. VPN. And the correct option is VLAN or virtual local area network. Question number 148 is that a system that uses public networks such as the internet as a means for creating private encrypted connections between remote locations is called. Options are A. WWAN, B. VPN, C. PAN, and D. VLAN. The correct option is VPN or virtual private network. It is basically used to create encrypted tunnel or encrypted communication channel between remote host or devices on the internet or any untrusted media. Question number 149 is that what are the characteristic features of a satellite internet connection? We have to select three answers, and the options are A. High signal latency, B. Lack of signal interference, C. Cheaper in comparison to terrestrial links, D. Interference, line of sight, weather dependent, E. Low signal latency, and F. Relatively high cost in comparison to terrestrial links. And the correct options are that the satellite internet connection has high signal latency and there is interference due to requirement of line of sight, and this interference is done by the weather condition, and it has relatively high cost as compared to the terrestrial links. Question number 150 is that which of the internet connection types listed below is the fastest? The options are A. Cellular, B. Fiber, C. Cable, D. DSL, and E. Satellite. And the correct option is, of course, the fiber. So the fiber has the fastest internet connection. Question number 151 is that the use of cable modems for internet access within a standard cable television infrastructure is commonly referred to as. Options are A. Dial-up, B. Cable broadband, C. Frame relay, and D. Ethernet. The correct option is the cable broadband. Question number 152 is that what is the most common type of DSL internet access? The options are VDSL, B. ADSL, C. SDSL, and D. UDSL. The correct option is, of course, ADSL, asynchronous digital subscriber line. This is the most common type of internet connection of DSL. Question number 153 is that which WAN technology, wide area network technology, takes advantage of cell towers that provide wireless signal coverage for mobile devices? The options are A. PAN, B. WWAN, C. Satellites, and D. WLAN. The correct option is WWAN or wireless wide area network. Question number 154 is that a type of network connecting computers within a small geographic area such as a building or a group of buildings is called, and the options are A. PAN, B. LAN, C. MAN, and D. WAN. And the correct option is, of course, LAN or local area network. So this network is basically limited to a local building or an office. Question number 155 is that a computer network connecting multiple smaller networks over a very large geographical area is referred to as. The options are again A. PAN, B. WLAN, C. MAN, and D. WAN. And the correct option is WAN or wide area network. So most popular example of WAN is the internet. Question number 156 is that internet is an example of large public WAN. And options are true and false. And the correct option is Of course, the internet is an example of WAN. Question 157 is that a type of limited range computer network used for data transmission among various types of personal device is known as. So, key point is that limited range. The options are A PAN, B LAN, C SAN, D MAN. And the correct option is PAN or personal area network. So, popular technology using PAN is basically the Bluetooth connection. So the device is connected over Bluetooth is basically a PAN. Question number 158 is that a computer network connecting multiple lanes or an area of a city is called, and the options are A PAN, B SAN, C MAN, and D CAN. The correct option is MAN or Metropolitan Area Network. So let's suppose this is a city, and within city we have multiple lanes. Let's suppose a college, hospital, school, and a factory lane. These all are when connected inside the geographical area of a city is known as MAN or Metropolitan Area Network. Question number 159 is that a dedicated local network consisting of devices providing data access is known as. And options are A. SDN, B. NAS, C. iSCSI, and D. SAN. And the correct option is SAN or Storage Area Network. So this is an example of SAN. It consists of the storage tape library that contains the tapes of storage capacity. It has this optical storage controller and these switches, and these are then connected to server that utilize this storage. So this network is known as SAN, and this is basically a local network within a data center. Question number 160 is that a type of network consists of computers and peripheral devices that use high frequency radio waves to communicate with each other is referred to as, and again options are A MAN, B WLAN, C LAN, and D VLAN. And correct option is the VWLAN or wireless local area network. Question number 161 is that which of the following, which of the tools listed below would be used for attaching RJ45 connectors to a twisted pair Ethernet cable? The options are A cable tester, B needle nose pliers, C punch down tool, and D cable crimper. The correct option is the cable crimper. So this is the device and it is used to connect this RJ45 connector to the cable. Question number 162 is that what is the name of a dedicated tool used for removing electrical insulation covered from electric wires? And we have already the answer. The answer is cable stripper. So this is a cable stripper, and it is basically used. The cable is inserted here between these two blades, and this is basically used to remove the insulation from the electric wires, including the Cat6 or Cat5 cables. Question number 163 is that a type of diagnostic tool used for measuring the strength of a wireless signal is called. The options are A tone generator, B multimeter, C Wi-Fi analyzer, and D network mapper. And correct option is the Wi-Fi analyzer. Question number 164 is that which of the following would be of help in determining the optimal placement of a web or wireless access point? And the options are A war driving, B optical power meter, C network mapper, and D Wi-Fi analyzer. The correct option is the Wi-Fi analyzer. Question number 165 is that which of the tools listed below would be used for locating a cable in a cabling bundle or tracing individual wires in a cable? And the options are A spectrum analyzer, B toner and probe kit, C time domain reflectometer, or TDR, and D multimeter. And correct option is toner and probe kit. Question number 166 is that which of the following tools is used for attaching wires to a page panel? The options are A. Cable crimper, B. Punch down tool, C. Cable stripper, and D. Needle nose pliers. The correct option is punch down tool. So this is the punch down tool which is used to attach cables to the back of the page panel. Question number 167 is that which of the tools listed below would be used for troubleshooting incorrect pinout of a cable? The options are A. Cable tester, B. Multimeter, C. Tone generator, and D. Loopback plug. And the correct option is the cable tester. So this is basically the picture of the cable tester. You connect one end of the cable here, this second here, and you press the button, and it shows you all these cable setting. If there is any wrong placement or incorrect pinouts of the cable, then these are shown over here using the LEDs. A type of tool used for verifying correct electrical connections of wires in a cable is known as, and the options are A. Multimeter, B. Time domain reflectometer, TDR, C. Cable tester, and D. Tone generator. And the correct option is again the cable tester. Question number 169 is that while troubleshooting problems with a network interface card, that is NIC, connectors pins on the NICs port can be tested with the use of, and the options are A. Postcard, B. Cable tester, C. Multimeter, and D. Loopback plug. And the correct option is the loopback plug. Question number 170 is that which of the following answers refers to a traffic monitoring device placed between 2 points in a network infrastructure? And the options are A. Captive portal, B. Tap, C. Active hub, and D. Transceiver. And the correct option is the tap. Question number 171 is that which of the answers listed below refers to 1000 base T standard? We have to select three answers, and the options are A. Twisted pair copper cabling, B. Fiber optic cabling, C. Transfer rate of up to 1000 Mbps, D. Coaxial cabling, and E. Transfer rate of up to 1 gigabit per second. And the correct options are that this standard refers to the twisted pair copper cabling, and it has a transfer rate of up to 1000 Mbps, and the 1000 Mbps can also be written as 1 Gbps. So these both are the same data rates. Question number 172 is that which of the following answers refer to the characteristic features of a Cat5 or Category 5 cabling? Select all the correct options, and let's get straight to the correct option because we have a lot of options. And the correct options regarding the Cat5 cabling are that it has data rate of 100 Mbps transfer rate over two pair of cables. That is the 100 base T network. And it has 1 Gbps transfer rate or 1000 Mbps transfer rate over all four pairs of cable, and this standard is then known as 1000 base T networks. It has 100-meter cable segment length. This means that it has maximum working distance of 100 meter, and after 100 meter then we need to install a switch, a repeater, or a hub to strengthen the signals. And it is again the twisted pair copper cabling, and it uses the RJ45 connector. Question number 173 is that what is the common minimum requirement for twisted pair copper cabling in modern Ethernet networks? And the options are A Cat 3, B Cat 5, C Cat 5E, D Cat 6, and E Cat 6A. And the correct option is the Cat 5E. This is the minimum requirement in our modern day Ethernet networks. Question number 174 is that which of the answers listed below describe the characteristics of Cat 5E cabling? And again, we have to select all the correct options. So the correct options are that again the Cat 5e cabling has a maximum cable length of 100 meter, and it again uses twisted pair copper cabling, and again it uses the RJ45 connector, and it has 1 Gbps or 1000 Mbps data rate over all 4 pair of cables, that is 1000 base T network. So if we use 2 pair of cabling, then its data rate is 100 Mbps. And if we use all the 4 pair of cables, then the data rate is the maximum, that is 1 Gbps. Question number 175 is that what is the minimum cabling requirement for a 10 Gbps Ethernet connection over copper twisted pair? And the options are A Cat 5, B Cat 5e, C Cat 6, and D Cat 6a. And the correct option is Cat 6. So Cat 6 can have the data rate of 10 Gbps gigabit per second, while Cat 5e can have the maximum rate of 1 Gbps. Question number 176 is that 10 GBST networks, that is Cat 6 UTP cabling, supports a 10 Gbps data transfer rate at a limited range of 33 to 55 meters. Whereas Cat 6A, where A stands for augmented cabling, allows for 10 Gbps data rate or a cable segment length of 100 meters. And we have two options, A true and B false. And the correct option is yes, this statement is true. So Cat 6, simple Cat 6 has 10 Gbps and maximum length of 33 to 55 meters, while Cat 6A has again the 10 Gbps, but it has more length capability of up to 100 meters. Question number 177 is that which of the following answer refers to coaxial cabling? And we have to select all the correct options. And the correct options are that the coaxial cabling is used for carrying cable television signal, and it is copper cabling, and the coaxial cabling provides protection against EMI, that is electromagnetic interference, and it is used for broadband cable internet access. Question number 178 is that the general feature of all twisted pair cabling types is that wires inside the cable are grouped into pairs, and wires in each pair are twisted around each other to reduce signal interference from adjacent wire pairs. This effect is known as crosstalk. And the options are A true and B false. And the correct option is yes, it is true. So the cables in the copper twisted pair are twisted like that, and this is done so as to, sorry for my drawing, this is done to remove the crosstalk or the electromagnetic interference, which is such that the EMI of one cable, it cancels the EMI of other, so there is very less crosstalk. Question number 179 is that the main difference between the UTP and STP cabling is that UTP cable takes advantage of additional protective or reducing the signal interference from outside sources. Again, the options are true and false. And the correct option is false. So the extra protective shield is actually on the STP. That's why the STP is shielded twisted pair. It is known as shielded twisted pair because it has an extra protective layer, while the UTP is unshielded twisted pair. So this statement is false because the UTP has no advantage of additional protective cover, because this advantage is for the STP, which has a shielded additional covering. Question 180 is that an Ethernet network cable segment implemented with the use of twisted pair copper cabling typically covers a maximum distance of, and the options are A 33 meter, B 55 meters, C 100 meters, and D 250 meters. And the correct option is the 100 meters. So the most common categories such as Cat 5, Cat 5e, and Cat 6, they all have maximum distance or maximum cable length of 100 meter. Question number 181 is that which of the answers listed below refers to a cabling type suitable for installation underground level without any additional protective covering? And the options are A UTP, B coaxial, C DVC, D STP, and E plenum. And the correct option is DBC. Question number 182 is that shielded twisted pair, that is STP cabling, reduces what kind of interference? We have to select two answers. The options are A jitter, B signal attenuation, C crosstalk, D EMI, and E signal latency. The correct options are the crosstalk and EMI. So EMI is basically the technical term that is electromagnetic interference, and due to EMI there is crosstalk or interference. So these are the two effects that can be reduced using the shielded twisted pair. Question number 183 is that which of the following answers refer to UTP cabling, that is unshielded twisted pair, and we have to select all the correct options, and the correct options related to UTP are that it is again twisted pair copper cablings. STP and UTP both are twisted pair copper cabling. These UTP and STP are used in Ethernet networks and telephone systems. It is low cost and it has an ease of installation. UTP is having low cost as compared to optical fiber as well as STP. STP is more costly because of additional shielded cover, outside shielded cover as compared to the UTP. And it is not surrounded by any shielding that would provide protection against interference from outside sources. So UTP have no shielding while STP has this shielding. And in Ethernet network installed with RJ45 connectors. So both the UTP and STP, they both uses the RJ45 connectors. Question number 184 is that what are the characteristic traits of single mode fiber optics? So fiber optics has two types. One is single mode and the other is multi-mode. So here we are talking about single mode, and we have to select all the correct three options. And the options are A, transmission distance of up to 2 km. Option B is more expensive than multi-mode fiber optics. Option C is uses LED as the source of light. Option D is transmission distance of up to 100 km. Option E is uses laser as the source of light, and option F is less expensive than multi-mode fiber optics. And the correct options are it is more expensive than multi-mode fiber. It has a transmission distance of up to 100 kilometers, and it uses laser as the source of light. Question number 185 is that which of the answers listed below refer to the characteristics of multi-mode fiber? And again, we have to select two options. So we have already gone through all these options in the previous question. So let's get straight to the correct options about the multi-mode fiber optics. And these are that its transmission distance is, it has a maximum transmission distance of up to 2 km. It is less expensive. So this is not expensive, it is expensive. It is less expensive than single mode fiber optics, and it uses LED as the source of light. while the single mode uses laser as the source of light. And single mode has much more transmission distance of up to 100 kilometer, and multi-mode is again more expensive, while the single mode is more expensive than multi-mode. Question number 186 is that a common cabling type used for connecting workstation to network devices is referred to as. We have to select two answers. The options are A, patch cable, B, RJ59 cable, C, crossover cable, D, RJ6 cable, and E, straight through cable. And the correct options are the patch cable. It is commonly refers to as patch cables and straight through cables. So when you connect, let's suppose this is a network switch. These are, let's suppose, ports. And let's suppose here you have a PC. When you connect this PC to this switch, then this cable is known as patch cable and it is straight through cable. And if we connect two systems, let's suppose two PCs together, then this cable is known as cross through cable. And the name is again the same, the patch cable. Question number 187 is that USB 2.0, also known as high-speed USB, specifies the maximum data transfer rate of, and the options are 120 Mbps, B 240 Mbps, C 480 Mbps, and D 960 Mbps. And the correct option is the 480 Mbps. Question number 188 is that what type of Ethernet cable would be used for establishing a direct communication link between two PCs? The options are A, patch cable, B, crossover cable, C, rollover cable, and D, straight through cable. And the correct option is the cross through or crossover cable, while the straight through cable is used for connection between a PC and a network device such as switch or a firewall or an access point, etc. Question number 189 is that what is the maximum allowable cable length for USB 2.0? And the options are option A 3 meter, B 4.5 meter, C 5 meter, and D 10 meter. And the correct option is 5 meter. Question number 190 is that USB 3.2 Gen 2 or Generation 2 is also labeled as, and the options are A super speed USB, B super speed USB 10 Gbps, C super speed USB 15 Gbps, and D super speed USB 20 Gbps. And the correct option is super speed USB of 10 Gbps. Question number 161 is that which of the following terms refer to USB 3.2 generation 1? And the options are A super speed USB, B super speed USB 10 Gbps, C super speed USB 15 Gbps, and D super speed USB of 20 Gbps. And the correct option is simply the super speed USB. Question number 192 is that which of the answer listed below refers to USB 3.2 generation 2 into 2? And options are again super speed USB 5 Gbps, option B is super speed USB 10 Gbps, C is super speed USB 15 Gbps, and option D is super speed USB 20 Gbps. And the correct option is super speed USB 20 Gbps. Question number 193 is that what is the practical cable length limitation for USB 3.x? And the options are A 1 meter, B 3 meter, C 4.5 meter, and D 5 meter. And the correct option is 3 meters. Question number 194 is that what of the following answer refer to an older type of serial cable used for connecting modems, printers, mice, and other peripheral devices? The answers are A RJ11, B RG6, C RS-232, and D RG59. And the correct option is RS-232. Question number 195 is that what are the characteristic feature of Thunderbolt 1? Select all that apply. And let's get straight to this correct options, and these are that the Thunderbolt 1, it has a data transfer rate of up to 20 Gbps, and it has the mini display port or MDP connector. It has the capability to send PCIe slash DisplayPort data and power over single cable, and it has the support for up to 6 devices on a single port. Question number 196 is that which of the answers listed below refers to Thunderbolt 2, and we have to select all the correct options, and the correct options are, so the Thunderbolt 2, it has the support for up to 6 devices on a single port. It has the capability to send PCIe slash display port data and power over single cable. It has a mini display port or MDP connector, and it has data transfer rate of up to 20 Gbps. Question number 197 is that Thunderbolt 3 refers to, we have to select again all the correct options. And the correct options are, it provides again support for up to 6 devices. 2 and 1, Thunderbolt 2 and 1 also support 6 devices on a single port, and it enables data transfer rate of up to 40 Gbps, so it has more data transfer rate as to the previous model that are Thunderbolt 2 and 1, and it uses USB-C connector, and it provides the capability to send PCIe slash display port data and power over single cable. Question number 198 is that what is the maximum allowable length for a Thunderbolt copper cable? And the options are A 3 meter, B 6 meter, C up to 10 meter, and D up to 15 meter. And the correct option is up to 3 meter. Question number 199 is that the fiber optic Thunderbolt interface allows for a maximum cable length of, the options are A 30 meter, B 40 meter, C 50 meter, and D 60 meter. And the correct option is 60 meters. So the fiber fiber optic Thunderbolt has more distance as compared to the copper, which has maximum length of 3 meter, while the fiber has up to 60 meter. Question number 200 is that which of the following answer refer to a video connection standard, and we have to select all the correct options, and the options are A SCSI, B DVI, C DisplayPort, D USB, E SATA, F HDMI, and G VGA. And the correct options are DVI, DisplayPort or DP port, HDMI, and VGA. So these all are the video connection standards. Question number 201 is that which of the interfaces listed below provide the capability for transmission of both video and audio data? And again, we have to select two answers, and the options are A S/PDIF, B DVI, C VGA, D HDMI, and E DisplayPort. The correct options are the HDMI and the DisplayPort. They both support the video as well as audio data transfer. Question number 202 is that what are the characteristic features of the signal that can be carried through the HDMI cable? And we have to select again two answers. And the options are A analog signal, B video signal, C digital signal, D audio only, and E video and audio. And the correct options are, it is digital signal, and it can be both audio as well as video. Question number 203 is that which of the following answer refers to the features of DisplayPort or DP port? Options are A analog video, B audio only, C digital audio slash video, D video only, and E analog audio. And the correct options are that it says it support the digital audio and video. So this is the correct option, that the The feature of the DP port is that it supports digital audio and video. Question number 204 is that which of the digital visual interface, that is DVI version, does not provide support for digital signal transmission? And the options are A DVI-D, B DVI-A, C DVI-I, and D DVI-A/D. And correct option is DVI-A. So here we can see that A may refer to as analog. So that's why it does not support the digital signal. So that's all. I hope you people have enjoyed the video and you have learned something from the video. So please subscribe and stay tuned for the part 2 video which I will upload very soon. Thank you and bye.